Like, as we talk about it taking time to get to the career you want, it takes time to get to the person you want to be. I didn't wake up one day and I'm like, I'm pretty now. I can do great things. I can go out and start a business. I can work at the SBN. It literally took me crying, journaling, praying, music. I listened to a lot of music that helped me just like be in my emotions. Like, you sometimes have to hit rock bottom to like figure things out. And I had to learn to stop focusing on what I don't have and start focusing on what I do have. Okay, maybe I don't have a boyfriend, but I do have this. Maybe I don't have the job that I want, but I do have this. Maybe my body's not what I see on Instagram or anything else, but my body is mine. I've got 2 legs, I've got 2 arms, I'm breathing. It took me going to the core of focusing on and appreciating the things I do have, valuing that, because there are a lot of people that are praying for the very things you're taking for granted. As a woman in sports, whew, don't get me started. I could spend another hour alone talking about all the different things I faced. It's not easy, but what keeps you going is when you have the connection, when you're rooted and your foundation of why you started is not built off of sand, but built off of a solid foundation of why you wanted to do this. And so it's good to every once in a while take that step back and reflect on, at the core, who am I? What am I doing? What do I like to do? Because you want to make sure that there's congruence and alignment in who you are and what you're passionate about and what you're actually doing every day. So continue to prepare yourselves. Continue to use what makes you unique, what makes you different as a strength, not a limitation. When I step into a room, I'm often the only one that looks like myself. The only woman, the only black person, the only black woman, the only minority. I'm tall, not everybody's tall. There's a lot of things that I don't see in the room when I step in there. But I use that as a strength because you're gonna know me. When you step into a room, what can you bring that's different from other people? And then making sure that when you're bringing your authentic self into that room, you're adding something to the table. You're bringing something to the table. I'd bring the whole table if you can. Don't just bring a chair. Bring more. Be willing to step up and add to the conversation. Be willing to have that confidence that when you're having a brainstorming conversation, you're chipping in with some information and ideas. And then you're taking time to research things and learn things and have conversations. It's not enough to get there. Anybody can be sitting in this room right now. How are you sitting in this room? Are you taking notes? Are you paying attention? Are you just busy thinking about other things that you're mentally in another place? It's not enough to show up. It's how you show up. Like, I woke up and said, okay, what else can I do? Let me have a podcast. My podcast is Open Doors. Let me have this digital show. That's Open Doors. Open doors for yourself. Don't wait for somebody else to do it. You don't have to have the job to be on air. You don't have to have the job to be an editor or an administrator. You can always do it. There are free resources. There are ways to do it. So tap into those, use those, and then those will open doors for you. Just take that step, and that step will lead to another step, and another step. And slowly, you'll start to see the staircase, and it starts to all make sense of what you want to do and how you can get there. So don't close yourself off because you're trying to stay in a box. Be willing to step out of that box. Be willing to show up and show out. Be your best self, and make sure that you're always finding ways for others to remember you. Life is so short. And that's what helps me keep going, because nothing is guaranteed. The fact we're here today together as a group is for a reason. The fact we're here today as a group is an opportunity. And you need to make sure you're always taking advantage of everything that life presents at you, being appreciative of it, learning through it, and then raising the bar so you can continue to push the needle and be even better, so that you can be the person that somebody is looking up to and asking questions to and going out and speaking to. So thank you guys, and I'm going to be here for a little while, so I'll be floating. I'm not leaving just yet, but I appreciate you for the great questions and for being a great group. All right, so continue to move.